Yo, what is going on, Show Nation? It's C-Brev bringing you guys another MLB The Show 19 card review. Today we're going to be going over 96 overall Signature Series Trevor Hoffman. The way that you can access this card is through the High Diamond Choice Pack through Experience Rewards. So he's in the same pack as 99 Kershaw, 99 Ryan, Ichiro, etc. So a free card, that's how you get him, just by leveling up. I will say that you probably won't have access to this card until Silver 80 or later, because the general consensus is to take Kershaw and Ryan with your first two picks. That's what I would suggest as well. They're just the best players in the pack. But at Silver 80, you could definitely make an argument for Hoffman. Yeah, he's a pretty solid card. I do like this card coming out of the pen. He's definitely one of those cards that doesn't have the greatest stuff. But he gets bailed out by his per nines a lot. And there's nothing wrong with having a guy like that in there. You know, Nolan Ryan's really great for almost exactly the same reason. Nolan Ryan doesn't have the greatest stuff at all, but he's just one of those guys where if you're playing on Hall of Famer Legend and someone squares a ball up, they're still not guaranteed to be rewarded even if they put a good swing on the ball, just because his per nines are so insane. And Hoffman kind of lives in that area for me, so I definitely like him coming out of the pen. How I pitch with this card, it's definitely important to note that even though his circle change is his signature pitch, you don't want to use it primarily. It's definitely more of a change of pace pitch, just kind of how the meta of the game works. You don't want to overthrow the circle change because you can get burned pretty easily. It's kind of a floater, so if you hang one, you're going to get burned if they know it's coming. So the way that I pitch, I actually think his best pitch is the cutter. Specifically against right-handed batters, you can run it away, either up and away or down and away, and it looks just like his four-seamer. You can get some weak contact that way. His curveball is very good against lefties if you run it inside, and then obviously you want to use the circle change as an out pitch. You want to throw it in the dirt. You kind of want to back or front door it against lefties down and in. I love that pitch. And it is interesting to note that Hoffman has very good control on his circle change, so if you can get ahead in the count with the other pitches, you can kind of have your way with them with the circle change, I suppose. But like I said, don't overthrow that. Another thing I like to do if I think a guy's being a little patient or I feel like he's not seeing Hoffman too well is first pitch of the at-bat, I'll throw a circle change up for a strike and just kind of drop it in there. Obviously that's risky if they're going to swing at it, but most of the time they don't because it's such a floater and they're not expecting it to be thrown high. That's just kind of how I approach pitching with Trevor Hoffman. Here are my stats with him: 3.34 ERA in 29.2 innings pitched. Really not terrible. 18 strikeouts in those 29 innings, which you can't see because the face cam. But really solid card. For a free card, this is a really good card. I mean, what else is there to say? So at the end of these intro videos, we always talk about how the card stacks up in general, and then how the card stacks up compared to its price. So in general, I would give this Trevor Hoffman card an A-. I definitely think he can make most people's bullpens and should be in most people's bullpens, especially at this point of the year where you got 7 slots. Probably 5 righties if you're playing the meta, so he should definitely be in there. For the price, obviously he's free, so you could even give him an A or an A+ here. This is definitely a guy that could be in your bullpen for the whole year, especially if you're running a budget squad, and I do think he is a good card and should be used accordingly. So hope you liked the card review. Enjoy the clips after this intro, and I'll see you guys in the next card review. Peace.